Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about something a little bit interesting. This started as a tag video and I was tagged by Handbag Holic. Her video is mainly about the 7 bags that I've had in my collection for the longest time. And I went back to check the year, date, and price that I paid for the 7 bags, how much they would be worth it right now, and how much money I saved by buying them just a few years ago. And I saved over 23,000 euros. I did the charts and everything, so we're gonna talk about that. This was just like most of them pre-pandemic purchases. I would love to hear what you guys think and if you have any bag that has saved you like the most amount of money. If you hear something in the background is the AC. My AC is portable, so it sounds like an airplane. This thing right here is Masha, also enjoying the AC. So yeah, let's get into the video and talk about the first bag. We'll talk about the years, what I paid, where and when I bought it, and everything. Also, something quite important in my opinion right here is that the bags I'm going to show you are not the first bags that I ever bought. Like, I did not start my collection with these bags. I actually bought bags in the beginning that I no longer have in my collection and I sold them. It's been a process for me to know what works for me. So at the beginning I was a little bit more impulsive. I bought things that definitely didn't work out for me, sizes and colors and styles that were just not for my lifestyle, and I was influenced a lot by social media and what other people were buying, also by essays. Yeah, I bought bags prior to this that I don't have, so I'm not gonna include them on this video, but the first bag that I ever bought was in 2017, just to have a little bit of context. So yes, it's been a few years, but not that long. So the bag that has been here possibly for the longest time by now is my Speedy B 25, and I got this bag in 2017. Still here for the exact same reason that it's a classic and I really love this bag. Mine is in damier ebène and it's the bandolier style. I used it recently, so it has a few coins inside and everything, and I looked, believe me, I looked, but I didn't bring all of my receipts with me, so I am not 100% sure how much I paid for it, but I went to look online to see how much a Speedy B 25 bandolier was in 2017, and I bought it here in Europe, so it was 750 euros. I am quite sure that I did tax refund, so for the bags that I did tax refund, that I don't remember how much it is, I'm just not gonna take it out. The 23, like, it's probably more than that. So this bag was 750 euros in 2017 and right now is 1,550 euros. So it basically doubled the price completely, and the price difference is 800 euros. Would I buy it right now with these prices? I would say probably yes. The thing is that with the prices that other brands have, like Chanel, Hermes, even Dior, I still think that it's on the lower end. Insane? Yes. I still think that this bag is worth it. The quality has not really changed, and like my hardware is chipping and everything, but it doubled the price in 6 years or so. This video is gonna tell you something, that bags are indeed some sort of weird, non-reliable, that I don't recommend investment, and it's really insane how much some of them have increased, especially Chanel. The second oldest bag in my collection is this one, but I need to explain the story first. This is not it. The first bag that I bought was actually in caviar, but then I switched the bag. So I bought my classic flap in black and I didn't like caviar, so I made a bag swap. Didn't pay any type of difference. We just like, I gave Lux my caviar classic flap and they gave me this one in lambskin with gold hardware. So that was basically the deal. But the first black classic flap that I bought was in 2018. I was always obsessed with classic flaps, so honestly it was such a dream to finally get that bag. I bought that bag in Madrid, so it was 4,480 euros and I did get tax refund on that bag. So let's say that it ended up being 4,000, something like that. Right now this bag is 9,700 euros, and I'm talking here about euros because it's the amount that I bought it and I live here in Barcelona. But if you go and look on the website for the US, it's actually more expensive, so the price difference is over 5,000 euros. I think the classic flap is what is like the most shocking for me. I cannot believe that they have the prices that they have today, especially the jumbo, that we're gonna talk about it too. But back then when I got this bag and it was like 4,400, I was still sick to my stomach to think I was spending that amount of money, and right now I just cannot believe that they have not increased but decreased the quality. It's really putting me off from buying from the brand altogether. I love the bags that I have and I love the brand, I love Chanel. It's just that I think that even if they still have customers, even if people still buy the bags and they keep putting out sometimes good stuff. Like I went in to check the new collection, the 23B, and I was gonna make a video about the collection. I don't know if you guys are interested in really seeing that collection. I found it quite boring. Let me know if we want the video or not. Very underwhelming. I say that even if people still want to buy the bags, it has a bad taste on your mouth when you do it, when you know how much they have increased and how they are not justifying it by any means whatsoever. The quality has gone consistently down. They are not putting gold plating on the bags. This is something that Hermes still does. So yes, prices are crazy, but now a jumbo costs more than a Birkin 25, at least here in Europe. So I just cannot justify Chanel prices anymore. I'm not saying that I'm never gonna shop from them again, but I definitely prefer to look into buying vintage or another brand than going to Chanel, because it's just, they're putting out the same thing over and over again. There's no creative behind it, and the prices keep going up in an insane rate. Pre-loved for me is the way to go, and I think this also has a lot to do with the resale market and how it's behaving right now. So yeah, it's been only 5 years. It's €1,000 difference per year. And this is my Keeple 45 in Makassar, and I got this one in 2018. I couldn't find the receipt or how much I paid, so I made an approximate. I think it was around €1,700, and right now it retails for 2,100, which is understandable. I think this bag, I use it actually a lot. Right now I'm doing polo, so I have to take the train, and like here are my boots, my clothes, my towel, everything that I need for like a day trip. Like I go back and forth, but it's quite far away. I also use it for traveling. I use it for a lot. I do think that this bag is worth it. I do think that going for the vintage options is also very, very good. I would say you need the strap. It gets super heavy, so I would always go for the strap. This one is the one that has increased the least and only had a €400 difference. In May of 2018, I also got my Chanel Jumbo, and this one I actually got it pre-loved. I always went like against the current in regards of Chanel classic flap, so I got this bag when no one really wanted to buy jumbos. I think right now no one really wants to buy them anyway, but like the jumbo craze was, I would say, prior to 2017, and now it's quite dead. So I do feel like if you want a Chanel Jumbo, you can buy it on the pre-loved market for below retail and save a couple $100s. So as I said, this one was pre-loved. I believe this one is from 2009 or 2011. I can't remember right now. And for this one, I do have the receipt and everything. So I paid $4,995. So yeah, this one I bought it in USD. And now when you click on the website, it says call to inquire the price or something like that. Anything that is like above 10,000, they don't tell you the price. So I don't know if it's like 10,000 or 11,000, but it's like definitely above that, and it's irrelevant if it's 11 or 10. It's still an insane price. So yeah, we're not gonna buy another one, and that's one of the reasons why I refuse to let this one go. Right now I'm not reaching out for it a lot because my lifestyle doesn't require me to take a lot of stuff with me on a daily basis, and the medium and the small I can use them crossbody. But this bag, I used it a lot at the beginning when I got it, and it's super comfortable. I don't find it to be that heavy, and eventually I'm gonna have kids or my life is gonna change and I'm gonna need a bigger bag, and I do see this as an investment, but for my wardrobe, not like financial investment at all. And this one is in caviar with silver hardware. If I were to rebuy it right now, it would be more than €5,500 difference. So yeah, I just don't think that selling it is even an option, because if I ever want to rebuy it, there's no way that I'm gonna pay that. Plus, I know that I say this a lot, this caviar, like this specific season of caviar, was really, really good, and it goes very well with my style, so I don't think that I would ever let it go. This is my Chanel Mini, and I got this one when I was on a trip to Italy in 2019. I remember like literally thinking at the store that at one point the Chanel Minis were going to be like too expensive, and I really loved pink, but I like pink in smaller sizes, so I thought that this was going to be like the perfect like bag to remember the trip to Italy, which is probably the best trip that I've ever taken with my fiancés. So I bought this bag in Rome, and I paid €2,680, and again I did tax refund, so lower that for a couple €100. And I have the exact date. This one I got it the 12th of June of 2019. Right now this bag retails for €4,500, so that's a €1,820 difference for a mini bag. So there's that. Do I think that it's worth it? I still believe that a mini can give you the same function as a medium or as a small. Like, it actually fits quite similar to a small classic flap. Price wise, it's not the same as the other one, so I would say yes, but they don't do them in caviar anymore. And if you don't like lambskin, I personally love lambskin, but if you don't love lambskin, I would say maybe not. The YSL Toy Lulu is a very good alternative to this bag, but I do want to know what you guys think. Do you believe that the prices that Chanel has right now are still worth it to pay for a brand new bag, or would you rather buy vintage, or would you rather buy other sizes or just other brands in general? The next two bags, it's insane to me because I just feel like 2019 to today, it passed almost no time. The pandemic and quarantine just messed up with my head in a sense that I just cannot believe that it's been over 3 years. Like, there's no way. And a lot of things happened during the pandemic to luxury brands and prices. I remember that it was quite the conversation when it was going on, and many of us were quite pissed that they were doing price increases in that moment. They were also letting go a lot of employees, factories were closing, so there was less stock. So yes, so I bought two bags just right before the pandemic. Actually, one of them was like end of 2019. So as I said, around 2019 and 2020, prices were quite mixed between Mexico, the US, and Europe. So I don't remember, and I'm gonna use then euros, but I got this bag in 2019. It was July 26th of 2019, and I wanted a gray classic flap for the longest time, and it's still here. So it's in lambskin with silver hardware, and I got this bag when the retail price was here in Europe 5,150 euros, and this was just like the summer before the pandemic. It's now as same as the other one, 9,700, so it has a 4,550 euros difference that I do believe that in the short amount of time is just in no way justified. The bag is still in perfect condition. I don't plan to let it go. Like, all of the bags that I'm showing you here, the fact that they're the ones that I have the longest times and that I'm sticking with them is because I just really love them and do use them. It is crazy to see, like, it hasn't even been that long, but the price did change a lot. And this one was the last classic flap that I ever bought, like, directly from store. Afterwards, with the pandemic, I started to buy pre-loved with Redolux and other companies, but this is her. I looked for this bag above and beyond. It took me so long to be able to find it. Actually, the first one that I found, I have a picture of the price tag that I'm gonna put here on the screen so you can see how crazy that is, and that was 2019. This one, I bought it in December 2019 when I was in Paris in Rue Cambon, so I did get tax refund on this one too. I paid 5,150 euros, but I got the tax back. The total cost ended up being 4,474 euros, which makes it to be a difference to the price that it has right now to 5,226. So if we sum all of that up, it ends up giving us 23,000, but it's more, as I said, because I did tax refund on most of these bags, and it's only just a few years difference. I do believe that if you take very good care of your bags and you sell them like a few years afterwards, you can make your money back and more. So you have that aspect on the price increases that they make the bags in your collection increase their value, but at the same time, I just don't know if it's even ethical to increase them that much. I would love to understand like the reasoning behind it, other than just because we can, we're gonna do it. Besides offer and demand, inflation and material cost and all of that, I do believe that it's too much. There's no way that it's justifiable in my opinion, and there's many brands that increase their prices, but like not this much in any way. So these are the 7 bags that I had for the longest time. I would love to know which one is yours. And if we're gonna talk about the first bag that I ever bought, it was the Palm Springs PM in monogram, and I got it in 2017. Have no idea how much I paid for it. I don't remember, but I sold it a few months after because the straps were too chunky and I just didn't love the way that it looked. So I'm not sure if this is a tag video. I mean, I was tagged, but I basically just switched it up to compare prices, which I found shocking. So I'm gonna tag a few people in the description box, but if you want to make a video on this topic, by all means just do it. And if you want to do the bags that you had the longest time in your collection, or also compare the prices and tell us what you saved, I would love to hear that. So yeah, this was my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. We make a lot of videos about handbags, but we also do vlogs and some jewelry videos here and there, shoes and fashion. If you're not done watching my videos, I'm gonna leave you 2 right here in case you want to check them out. And yeah, thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.